EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from SoFi. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. And a nice run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Richardson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's 1st and 10. A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Latu there to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
So you find yourself on the verge of your drive stalling out. And not only do you pick up the 1st down, Mike, but you get a huge pass completion in the process. Really nice job keeping this opening drive of the game alive as they're really trying to start this game on a high note.
And the defense all over this one. They knock him down, it'll go down as a loss of 2.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Look wide, get this one complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
A safe kick taken at the 5. Yeah! And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes
this one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
They'll run. This is Hines. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
8. Herbert to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. They fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
For the Chargers field goal, a 54-yard attempt.
And that one just short of the crossbar. Couldn't quite get there. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-point game. Motion man set right. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
With a 49-yard ball, a 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. He throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. But we do know it'll be third down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line. And fourth down is coming up. On comes the punter now. They'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents.
There's an argument to be made, Mike, that across the league, some of the best cover guys on the field play free safety. They're handling a lot of assignments. They're handling a lot of different coverages. But it's their ability to be the best communicators, put out some fires, get guys lined up in the right spot. And no matter whatever coverage they're in, they're always a huge threat to pick you off.
They'll stick with him again. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
In motion, Reed. From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. Handoff here, up the middle, and a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down, a pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this...
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. His 12th touchdown of the year. The extra point is good. And the Colts move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Herbert now on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Quickly to the outside and complete. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A run with Hines. Trying to avoid tackles there, but the ball is out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
On play action now. Herbert gonna look deep, looking for more. And he will go all the way. Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. In motion, Reed. Richardson to throw it here on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Throwing, Richardson. That's to Reed. He's got it. Wow, a pretty good comeback, to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup, and it brings us to fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Now the return.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second and a yard. To throw is Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Here's Hunt. And he will convert. Good job there. Drive continues at the 48.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Herbert. He's going to run it. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, but he's got it. He's picked up a first down. That's 17 yards, and that's a first down. They'll come up here, first and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's in! Joshua Palmer! Touchdown Chargers!
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. That ball's going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now Richardson. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And he's out of bounds. Up beyond the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Find his receiver, Johnny Wilson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this 1st half. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. The Colts now going to send out their field goal unit. This a 46-yard attempt. His kick is good. And the Colts are back within a score. It's now 17-10. So we have reached halftime. These two teams separated by a touchdown. As we send you cross country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A short one taken at the 10. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And not a whole lot going to come from that one. To about the 39. Second down and 8. They send the tight end in motion. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
A pickup there of 13, and the Chargers have the 1st down.
I know, I'm biased, but listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He'll get this out to his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. 3rd and long. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And let's give him about 4 on that one. That's Juju Brents in on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. He's trying to power forward, but no dice. They go with the big man, and he may have lost yardage, and it sets up 4th down.
Well, this is why the head coach makes the big bucks, Mike, to make decisions like that. I think at this point in the 3rd quarter, you have a chance to really make a statement by coming away with 6. I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going for it on here on 4th down. I'm being aggressive.
They'll go for it. It's Herbert. This is caught for 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense at...
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, L.A. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The return starts from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, Richardson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Tight end going in motion here. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Receiver in motion, headed left. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. That is going to be ball in. He's got it. Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 of the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make every...
That is caught. What a throw. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Colts are able to edge a bit closer. So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Herbert now on 1st down. Quick throw, taken in. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. Following the penalty, they'll run it. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
A good spot here, second and a yard. Up the middle they go. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's a run. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
They'll go with him again. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. Now on the return, he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game. And now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours. And right now, it is pouring on this team. They just can't get out of their own way. They lose a fumble here on the kickoff just to make matters worse. This has just been a complete disaster all around for this unit.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And a good job following his blocker is a gain of 7. It'll be second down. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. They use a little home cooking here. They play